Mr. President, you permit me that I have to bring you back on this, is because it's very remarkable with the distinction that your leadership places before the international community in our endeavor to liberate our homeland from Cameroon's invasion. And one thing I enjoyed in your public presentation on this on this issue is the leadership position that you took and demonstrated there. What was your calculation, and how would you want to again enforce the position of this government with the advice you're giving to those on the ground right now? How do you intend to enable the actors on the ground, the civil society, the Ambazonian State Army, not to defy the laws of war, the international laws that could be considered crimes against humanity?
Yes, thank you, Padi, for those excerpts. I don't even think twice to say some of the things I have said because my heart is always in the right place without any malice, just trying to look at the facts straight in the eye. That's how I operate. So nobody gets under my skin because I think it is now still. You cannot go under still. So I try to act, I try to say it as it is based on the fact. I try to say what in 20 years' time will still be correct. There are people that if we were in Ambazonia now, we will already be trying them. They will be in our own courts trying them. So what will be expected at that time? Are we going to discount the will of justice? Are we going to make justice what it's supposed to be? Are we going to set an example of what justice is supposed to be for all as equals? Or we are going to put aside the rule of law and then say, no, we are too angry. This is going to take us time. Just kill them, kill them, kill them, kill them. No, that's not the type of Ambazonia we're trying to build. We're trying to build an Amazonia that even if somebody slaughtered 10,000 people and he was arrested, he will be considered innocent until proven guilty. That's what we will have in Amazonia. We will not condemn people because we are too angry with them. We will not condemn people because what we allege them to have done is criminal, is terrible, is despicable. Then we just throw them in jail. The justice will work. So when I say those things, I'm saying exactly what I know we are as a people and what we want to build as a nation. So I encourage other nations to be like Ambazonia. In Ambazonia, everyone will have a fair trial. And not just a fair trial, but a swift one. Because it doesn't take years. First of all, before you take somebody to court, there is a process of indictment. You have indicted that person. Therefore, you already have a reasonable justification for that person to be arraigned or to be arrested or to be tried. Then why should it take you 1 year before you try that person? What is the reason? That's like justice denied. So I don't even wish that to my enemy. I don't wish that to my enemy. I wish that justice should be seen as being done, and then justice should be done. But when you don't make justice to be seen to be done, even when you do justice, some people think that you have not done justice enough. They think that you have denied justice. So that is in that manner that I speak as an Ambazonian, that anyone who has been arrested and alleged to have committed crimes in Ambazonia against other Ambazonians or non-Ambazonians should be tried wherever, and that trial should happen according to the law and should not be tried by any foreign law. The only foreign law that can try an Ambazonia is the law of the country where you reside if you are not in Ambazonia. So you cannot be tried by La Republic unless because you are not resident in La Republic. You cannot be tried by America. You are not a resident of America. You cannot be arrested in Norway and be tried by the laws of America. No, you have to be tried by the laws of the country where you are. So that's just natural to me. I'm encouraging those people who are working on the ground, who are doing all these things, that we are now a war. Yesterday I was on AI. I was trying to Google to find out the various liberation wars in Africa, and
Yeah.
I was pretty not surprised that AI recognizes us as one of those wars in Africa. But I narrowed it down to Africa. I talked of civil conflicts that have to do with annexation and colonization. Ambazonia came up. They are only that their numbers were miserable because that is what the system, the information system
Okay.
of the world has fed them. Many bloggers, and I encourage Ambazonians to have blogs, because blogs are the ones that actually inform that so-called artificial. It's not artificial; it's the intelligence. It simply put together everything that has been given to it and gives it back. So they are saying that we just have about 10,000 people who have been killed or something thereabout. You know, so uh, so let us let us be very, very careful with people who are committing. You, if you are doing anything on the ground for and on behalf of Amazonia,
Yeah.
you should understand that war has rules. War is like a sport. It is not a fight. A fight has no rules. But sport, when you change a fight to a sport, it becomes a game of rules. War has rules. So maintain those rules. That's why I'm saying that you should targeting of civilians, targeting of women and children that the international community has a very soft spot for, targeting of missionaries. These are people who are defenseless. It's assumed in the international psyche that women, children, missionaries are defenseless. And they can also add to that journalists. People are just struggling to inform and help people to know what's going on. Then you start targeting them. You end the rot of the international community. Don't go after these people. Humanitarians who are there to help people, don't go after them. Then you are just when you go after a defenseless person, you are calling those in authority to come against you. Because those who cannot defend themselves must have defenders. That's one thing. Also, killing innocent people who have nothing to do with the enemy who is killing you. If anyone is a civilian, but is seen to be helping a military, at that particular point, he has become a paramilitary. He has made himself a paramilitary. If a civilian is working for the military to fight a war against other people, even though in his status he is not a military person, in the capacity of helping the military to fight the war, the person has made himself by positioning a natural target. So you should not say that when the bomb falls there and then they start picking up some people. They say this one was a civilian. You were not supposed to kill this one. These were the soldiers here, but this other one was here, but it was in the wrong place with the wrong people. So it is wrong. No, when you make yourself one with the adversary who is involved in fighting and killing other people at war, you make yourself a target of even crossfire. So let us learn the rules of war. And I want to show you that the ANC has the rules. And they are always sharing them with our generals. Our generals know. You can see that some of the time when they arrest people, they even interview them. They make sure that people know that they have arrested them. Because otherwise, they will just summarily eliminate them the way La Republic, the Cameroon does. They want people to know what they have done and confess to their crimes of what they did, and sometimes they penalize them and release them. So that is those. Let us observe those rules so that what we are fighting for, we should also be partakers of. Unless our intention is to fight and not be part or partakers of the victory. While we are going to celebrate in Boya, some people are being arraigned in the middle of celebration and taken to the International uh, Criminal Court or Tribunal to be tried for war crimes. So we will make sure that those of us who are operating as ASA, we are constantly educating our own. If anything happens and we know that the person is a loyal ASA, we immediately go in touch with those people and make sure that, hey, make sure that the laws of rule, the laws of war are respected. Make sure that you don't cross the boundaries. There, I can also tell the international community that in this capacity, we are advisors. We can only advise sometimes. Some things may happen before we know them. But if things happen uh, uh, and we know them on time, we make sure that we are able to emphasize the rule, the humanitarian law, and advise carefully so that those who are in charge, those who are responsible, should do the right thing. That's what we do as a government at this time until we are able to have a handle on the ground, until we are able to be installed on the ground where we actually make the rules and implement them and have everyone accountable directly to us. And we have a means of enforcing what we say. For now, otherwise, we can only advise when we have the opportunity to do so.